So with the higher level view, what we want to do now is you're not so much looking at your tasks and arranging things on a daily basis. You're not dealing so much with calendars and individual processes. What you're actually looking for now is to say, I want to look at my big projects. What do I have going on, on a regular basis, but the things that need to be caught up on or just have things assigned to them. So that sounds a little vague, so let me explain what I'm talking about. So if you're like most people, you probably have several things going on at once, either professional, personal, some combination. So what this is, I kind of refer to this as the 10,000 foot view. Okay, so we're no longer down at ground level looking at each individual task. We're now up a little bit, and at 10,000 feet you can see the larger scope of some projects, but you're not so high up that you're just looking at projects and what's going on. So what I mean by this is I'll take a few minutes, usually about 15 minutes, and I'll look at my bigger projects. So here I just kind of generically labeled some projects: big project 1, big project 2. And it's not so much that I'm going in here and doing anything with any of the tasks, but I'm reviewing my actual projects, whether or not you have them labeled here or not, but going through. And the extra step I like to do is to actually get out my notebook and I'll write down one sentence, probably turned into some horrible run-on multi-part sentence, but I write one sentence about each of my projects and what I want to be doing with that project. So for big project 1, I'll say, okay, I'm doing that one thing, I'm going to keep doing that, and then I need to start transitioning into the second part and doing that. Obviously this is very generic, but for a specific project, maybe at home, let's say you're working on, replacing the cupboard doors, on a cabinet or something. So the one sentence might be, continue, woodworking and sanding down, and be sure to, find out how much, the hinges are going to cost or something. You're just writing down kind of the overall project, while you don't need to focus so much on all the tasks. And this is just to keep you current on all your projects so that you're keeping them in mind. You've got an idea of where everything's going. And even if you're not actively working on it, maybe you're managing a team or something like that, it's to help keep you just apprised of what's going on, keep it in your mind. So this one actually is very simple, but very powerful. It shouldn't take much time. You should just be able to look through, again, go through all your notes, make sure you've got them all. So like I said, I use Todoist, Evernote, and paper notebook. And so I'll go through those and make sure everything is together, not missing anything, and then go through and just write out those sentences of, okay, here's my top 5 projects, this is what's going on with them, and this is what I need to be doing. And I do this on a weekly basis. As far as timing for this is up to you. I generally try to do it during the week if you can. I suppose the weekend is a good time to do it, just because you're not maybe as actively engaged in the projects, but I just found that didn't work for me. I just can't schedule time reliably on the weekends. So usually a Monday or a Tuesday towards the beginning of the week, I block out some time, maybe when I'm doing some other work, and I'll take, scheduled 30 minutes, but it usually only takes me about 15 minutes to really go through these, and it kind of helps set me up for the rest of the week. Alternatively, I know some people that do this at the end of the week, and that seems to work out fairly well for them as more of a review, and then they do a quick, what they're going to be doing coming up. So whatever works for you, hopefully that'll help you. And once you integrate this, now you've got a daily review, and now you've got kind of a not mid-term, but mid-view. It's nothing really high level, but you're not, down at ground level. So this kind of helps you keep an overview on all of your projects.